What's up guys, Clayton Buckwater here. Today we're discussing front squats versus back squats. Pros and cons to both, and which one you should be doing more of in your programming and why.
We're going to start with the barbell back squat, more specifically the low bar back squat. The largest benefit to doing the low bar back squat is that it has the smallest hip angle and the largest knee angle of all of the squatting movements. What that means is in the bottom position, as you can see, I'm very leaned forward and there's not much space between the top of my leg and my hip. This allows for the hamstrings and the glutes to be used more than the quadriceps because the knees aren't bending quite as much to get to that bottom position. This allows for a stronger squat than any other squat form because you are using more of your posterior chain. As you can see in the front squat here, my chest is a lot more upright, which means there's a much larger hip angle and a much smaller knee angle, which means there's going to be less hamstring activation. But all that means is that the glutes have to work twice as hard to pick up the slack for what the hamstrings would have done. So you're really going to feel this one in your glutes the next day. The largest benefit of doing the front squat is the positioning of the bar. In real life, outside of the gym, whenever you're carrying something heavy, it's always in front of you. It's never on your back in a very specific location. Training the front squat will allow you to learn how to keep an upright chest with a very strong back as you're, say, walking up the steps or placing something down to the ground like a large box. Since the bar is trying to pull you forward and round your back forward, you have to use all of your extensor muscles that run the length of your spine from your hips to your neck to stabilize your upper body. Because of that, this is also a very good postural exercise to teach you how to not slouch. As your extensors become stronger, you'll more naturally stand up taller and not slouch. But because of the greater hip angle and that the bar is in front of you, this is a much weaker squat than your back squat. And that is definitely something to consider when writing your programming. If you're looking to build strength, the low bar squat is probably a better option for you. Where if you are looking to build back strength and slightly more functional exercises, the front squat is probably the way to go. My recommendation is to put both of them into your programming. Program low bar squats heavy in the 3 to 6 range and front squats a little bit lighter in, say, the 8 to 12 range. Either way, both squats are fantastic and should be written into your programs.
Thanks for watching my video. If you found it helpful or informative or some other third positive adjective, please like the video and subscribe to my channel. Also, feel free to comment down below any questions or any other videos you'd like me to cover in the future. Thanks.